getting right to work on this thing. As you guys know, we're working in the engine bay right now. We gotta finalize a couple things before we can get it all painted up and looking pretty, and we can get it all back together. So what we're gonna be doing today is actually dealing with the subframe and steering rack and all that good stuff. So first thing we gotta do is actually relocate the steering rack. And this isn't a Civic swap thing. This is something that a lot of guys do on their S chassis alone to help correct the geometry of the steering. We're actually gonna end up cutting this whole thing out and moving it forward almost an inch. You can see how I did it right here. And without talking for like 8 minutes, basically what it does is it helps correct a bunch of issues, mainly your acronym, and it makes your steering feel a lot more consistent, a lot more dialed, and it just is overall better feel for an S chassis. So we're gonna be handling that, and then we're gonna start tackling the issue of how we're actually gonna connect the steering rack right here to our steering column, because everything about it doesn't wanna work, but I think we can make it work. So let's stop talking, get right to work, and let's get this thing cut out of the car. And we'll do it right in the car, because why not? There we go. Boom. This is also way easier off the car, so just take it off. But I'm gonna have to put it right back in to test fit the rack, so I'm just gonna leave it in. Well, this thing's got some dirty ass edges, so let's take the paint off, make these edges a little more straight, and get it ready to weld back up. So we're basically taking this thing and we're just going from here to here. So enough just to cover the hole that used to be there, and that's like basically the perfect amount. So check it out. We got 1, 2, and 3. Get this, put it like this, weld her up, and we're good to go. All right, check it out. Didn't come out too bad. Now, these welds, that thing's melted in there. I spaced out a little bit, and I don't know what happened here, but that is not going anywhere. The bottom I just tacked in place. When I take off the car, I'm gonna weld it, because welding that much over your head is like the worst thing ever. But it's straight. We shortened it probably almost an inch, which is awesome. They say, I think like 3/4 of an inch is the way to go. I was just talking to LZ, and I know that he moved his forward like 1.5 inches, like a ridiculous amount, and he loves it. So hell, try that if you want. You just gotta make sure that you could actually get the bolts into your steering rack. So now we have to worry about getting the steering shaft of the Honda Civic to line up with the 240SX one. What we really have to do is rotate the rack. We need a better angle to align with the column. So on this side is literally just a round clamp. That's it, doesn't do anything for the angle. This side has like a teardrop in it, and that's actually what guides the angle of the rack. So I'm thinking we could just modify this and it'll be plenty, because we shouldn't have to rotate it too much. So if you check it out, we have all of this angle. So the goal here is to adapt this spline right here to wherever the column lays. All right, so we're gonna mock up our little Civic steering column right here. But first we gotta mock up the dash, because that bolts to it. Sick. Mama Oak stopped in. What do you think?
Hey, let me see. Let's check it out.
It's your first time seeing it in person, I think, or at least like underneath it.
Underneath? Oh, wow.
You even know what you're looking at?
Yeah, a rear end. I watch your videos every day.
All right.
So, yeah, I know this. I love this car. You're not going to give it to me. I want the...
You say that every car. You're like,
I know. No. That's the car that I want.
Yeah, the E36 has always been your favorite.
Yeah, it really is. And I do like the Fairlady Black Z, too. But, no, you have fun with this. I'll drive that one.
All right, I'll turn the boost down.
Oh, I can handle boost. Sauce, baby. It's all about the sauce.
All right,
right?
just wait. We're gonna have a reaction video when I have the thing turned the heck up. We'll see how you.
Let's see how I handle it.
All right, guys. So the steering column actually fits a little bit different than I remember, but it looks like it's gonna work out beautifully. Like I think I got really lucky here. So if you look at it, this thing actually sits inside the car. I was anticipating to be like out here. I forgot how it sat, but look, it's all the way up there. But that will actually work out pretty well for us. And another positive note is this thing actually has a U-joint on the end of it. You see it? So that means we have 2 points of U-joints. one on the column and one on the rack. So that means if the column sits at a crazy angle, we could split the difference between the two U-joints, so it makes life a lot easier. So another amazing fact that I can't believe that this actually works is if you take the Civic joint that goes on the Civic rack, this goes on the Civic column, this goes on the Civic rack, it actually slips on the Nissan rack, and then this side goes onto the column, so I got way too freaking lucky with this. So now all we have to do is extend that one piece to here and we're good to go. There's so much to talk about, but I'm just so excited because this is I think it's gonna work out beautifully. So I cut a piece of metal and it's somewhere. So we're gonna slip this over the steering column and see how it actually lines up with everything. Okay. So right now, slipping over the steering column is sitting at like a 5-degree angle on the U-joint, which is sick because we want as little angle as possible because that's less chances that it'll actually bind. So this is the factory angle that the rack sits at. And honestly, if we cut up in this thing, I think we could actually use the factory angle on the rack and have no issues, would be nice. So I'm gonna take a nice little chunk out of this little nub here because I'd love to utilize this. Yeah. And then we'll go from there.
Speed.
Oh, she wild.
That works good.
I know, it's just a little hard to control sometimes. I think that'll do it.
You look like Riff Raff's stupider brother.
All right, a little bit more, I think we're good to go. So the last thing we had to do to make this whole thing work is we actually had to extend this piece of the steering column about 8.5 inches. We're gonna cut this thing in half and figure out the best way to extend this piece right here. All right, since I don't have the right steel to extend this right now, we're gonna head down to more fabs and we're gonna make something happen. Justin!
Yes, sir.
Getting to work, I see.
Oh, yeah.
This is what we got. So I just want to let you guys know, I called Justin up, I was like, hey, you don't happen to have some high quality steel 15mm rod that's about 9 inches long? He goes, yeah, no, I got that. Yeah, he's got that.
Yeah, with these we can make anything.
Check it out, Justin, what'd you do there?
Yeah, we turned down a piece of round stock from some square stock and then we beveled it and we're going to weld it.
And we'll never have any issues. I don't even want to hear it.
No, because you know what? Truthfully, what's going to happen with this is we are going to lay in a root pass, which goes all the way down to the center of the piece. Then we're going to lay in a cover pass and then possibly a hot pass over that. So this thing will be stronger than anything that ever came from the factory.
So this is the root pass, right?
That is the root pass. That has fused the two of them together. Now we're going to use a bigger filler wire and a little bit more amperage, and we're going to do a nice cover pass on it.
As you guys can see, the heat that he put into this thing glued it together.
There's the cover pass. Nice and hot, tons of filler. That ain't going nowhere.
Here we go, boys. We are officially extended. This is now a Civic to 240SX conversion rack. What do you think, Drew?
Fire. Love it. Love to see it.
Love it. Justin, thank you so much, bud.
No problem. We gave it a little bit of hymns.
Hymns?
Hymns.
Never heard of that.
Look it up.
Okay, I'll Google it. Let's throw this in the car and hopefully I measured everything correctly.
Whoa!
Oh, hey! Oh, it is a little warm still.
You got it right in the right spot, too. You gotta take the bolt out.
Yeah, I gotta take this.
Alright, shove it in. Oh!
Too far.
That was good.
That's it, right there. Does it fit there?
That fits.
Well, then it fits. If it fits, it ships.
How is it in here? Great.
It looks like it's gonna work pretty good, so let me tighten this all up. We'll throw the steering wheel on and watch the thing move for the first time. How's it look coming out the hole?
It looks perfect.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Brian, what do you think about it?
I mean, I can't wait to see it in action, but looks like it works so far.
All right, moment of truth.
Let's see over here, Donald.
We're gonna spritz all over the place.
Oh, ready?
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh yeah.
We're peeing a little.
It's okay. How does it look? Because
It looks perfect.
I mean, obviously it's not loaded or anything, but
No, I don't see any issues. It's running smooth.
yeah.
That sounds great.
Oh. Does it look smooth?
It looks very smooth. Custom.
Dude, that's sick. That is a huge, like, that was like the last thing we were really worried about.
There's literally like one more step to this car, and the chassis is like, the chassis fab is done. We need a gas tank and a trunk floor.
And then it's just an engine swap.
That's it.
We got that.
In our sleep. Come on.
Look at it. It's cool. I'm so happy that the hood fits perfectly. I'm gonna plate the bottom so we have a nice little uniform hole. It looks OEM. That's good thing because I almost took this off a couple days ago. So it's a lot farther to the right than I think we both anticipated, which means we're gonna have enough room between the block and the steering shaft to actually have a downpipe, which was, I guess, that was probably our real last issue.
Yeah,
was fitting
but
the
I don't think
downpipe,
it's going to be an issue. I mean, if you could fit a downpipe in that thing,
Yeah,
this is nothing.
that's cool. That's really, really cool.
That thing he meant.
That thing.
Sorry, I
right?
didn't pan when you. What's up, boys? You know the vibes.
Heck yeah.
Nice work, dude. One step away from being done.
many hours.
Yeah, one step in a million hours. Then it's just a little scuff, some
A
paint,
little bit of.
a little bit of thread locker here and there.
And we chilling. It's about that time, isn't it?
Yeah, it's been long enough. Time to lower the old girl.
She's been in winter mode this whole time.
This whole time.
It's been a long winter.
I know.
Oh, you're going straight for it.
Yeah, well, what am I supposed to do?
You're right. You're right.
How are you looking?
Good.
You good?
That'll come down a little bit when I lower this.
Okay, this is a be-all I know.
Getting there.
Alright. It's still a little high. No, that looks... Oof. See, that's what I'm talking about.
It's still so much ground clearance, so like, why not?
Love it. Lower that car. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Not bad.
Yeah.
That's the fit we're talking about.
That's much better. Nice.
Now you could drive on the road.
I know. I need a battery first.
That is it, dude. VW Vortex, where's your thread?
Dude, we got like 2.5 inches to the oil pan. This is great.
Yeah, bagged. Static.
Come on, you know. Bagged.
Okay, now I'm happy.
Same. Feels good.
And there we go. It's official. We glued it on.
It's definitely not the right one, but hey, it covers the holes.
It looks cool with the blue and white though.
Yeah.
Polish up the intake real quick. This thing looks great. I'll get a hood on it.
It's a hood. I got a hood.
It's at your shop.
Yeah.
We should just drive it to your shop and put the hood on there.
Good idea. Definitely not gonna be able to register this thing anytime soon, but we got like 100 license plates here.
Yeah. A big one.
I'm not gonna use one of your guys' plates. I'll use one of my old plates.
I don't know. Let's get a Montana plate. We got a bunch of them.
I feel like definitely gonna get pulled over. They'll be like, "Yo, stay at home. What are you doing, vacationing 3,000 miles away?"
Take it in. Now this looks beautiful, dude. Nice work.
I'm excited. I like it because it's a clean engine, clean. All the new parts are obviously fresh and
nice
clean,
new.
and it's in a crappy ass engine bay. I love that.
Love that. Such a
It's
Volkswagen
great.
thing.
Yeah,
Car looks good
doesn't
though.
bother me at all.
This car looks beautiful on camera. The white looks real good.
This is a much brighter white than a factory white. I mean, obviously right now it's crazy dusty,
I
but
can't even tell. On camera it looks great.
these lights, man, good investment.
Yeah, right. Love it. I hate it because I lost all the footage from yesterday. By the way, did I tell you that?
No way.
Swear to
I
God.
was wondering why there's no videos.
Yeah, we beat the crap out of this thing last night. we were doing 1, 2, 3 pulls, roasting the tires. We gotta redo that very soon, dude. That was a blast.
That was fun. This car is super fun,
dude.
I can't wait to do burnouts everywhere. Yeah, and it's still stock boost. Yeah.
Throw a little chip tune on there. This thing's gonna party. So we're gonna end it there for today. God, the car looks awesome. Whatever. So I am so proud of this stupid little steering shaft. It fits amazing. Like, the angle of both U-joints are super conservative. There would be no binding, no issues. Everything is perfect. It literally feels OEM, and it fits like it too. So, love that. So, with that, we're going to end it there. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video. So, you know the deal. Like, comment, subscribe. Stay tuned for more content. And B...
Peace! We'll see you next time.